Wow. My hair's getting long again. Yeah. Hi YouTube, it's me, Choiboy, and today we're going to be talking about why I started YouTubing, why I started rapping like 5 years ago, and why I love social media so much. Those three things have similar basis to it, the same reasoning pretty much, and there's a few extra bits for each one. Yeah, we'll get straight into it. Stay tuned. Like this video. So why did I start YouTubing? Well, I'm an attention whore. No. That's not just it. That is part of it, yes. I'll get into that. But why I started YouTubing is that when I was in college, I loved doing live videos, uploading videos on my Facebook timeline and stuff like that. And that was just who I was. I just like to share my stories and share my thoughts in Facebook. That was something I did a lot, and because of that, a lot of people didn't have good views about me. It was kind of half-half. Some people liked me and some people didn't, and that was pretty obvious as I got older. YouTube, subscribe. Alright, sorry about that. My mum was asking me if I was going to have dinner, but I'm going to go out soon to meet some friends, so never mind that. Yes, so I stopped where I love sharing my stories with my friends and with the people around me. That wasn't the only thing. I realized that I could entertain a few of my friends through my stuff, music or whatnot, gaming streams. Like, I wasn't good at them at all, to be honest. That's not the whole point. It's just that I was able to make someone's day, even if they watched like only 10-20 seconds of my video, which makes me a lot happier. I just like entertaining other people, not like funny things, but no, just to make their day. Being able to share that it's a real blessing for me. Second of all is I have a attention seeking kind of personality, so that goes all the way back into my childhood. It's kind of sad actually. It was derived from my childhood in the family side. My dad was very strict when I was younger. He was not very easy to impress, and because that's the case, he was not giving me that much attention in the way I wanted it to be. So it was like I was seeking more acknowledgement of my work. That might seem really easy for some people. Some other families do have parents that acknowledge their their sons and daughters' results much easily and expresses it well. In my case, it was not that easy to get acknowledgement, and because I didn't get any attention from my dad that I wanted, I started to look for other places to grab that attention, and that happened to be school. So ever since primary, I was kind of like a class clown. Not really a class clown, but I was just always the noisy one, just the one that always talks a lot, right? I mean, in my parent interview, it was like this. Every time I was like really scared to bring my mum and dad. Main reason is because I know what the teacher is going to say. The teacher is going to say anything on the lines of, "Your son, Jack, it seems like he talks too much in class and may disturb his friends' learning." And as I got older, I had a tendency to kind of make more friends. I just needed to have more friends, and to make more friends, you just got to know a lot of people, and the only way to actually like grab a lot of attention like that is do stupid stuff. Nonetheless, for me, it was good either way. I got the attention I wanted, and yeah, I believe there are people like me that don't get attention, well, that didn't get attention from their parents when they were younger and started seeking attention elsewhere. I believe I'm not the only one that has that kind of case, but not everyone does, become like me, I guess. I just chose to be in attention whore, rather. I don't regret this decision of mine of who I am now. I enjoy the attention. 구독해줘. Yes, so I was focusing too much on the attention part. Now it gets to a little different part of why I started YouTubing. YouTube is kind of like a history book for me. It's like my own history logged as a video and uploaded on YouTube pretty much. So while I'm sharing my experience and sharing my thoughts with other people, it's kind of for me to reflect back on maybe in a year's time or 5 years time, or just as like a baby album, right? Like everyone has some kind of baby album that your parents would have took and made into like a little book. I don't know if they do that still, really. 2019, but you know, I have a baby album and I just look back and I'm just like, oh yeah, I was more cuter than I am now. So looking through my YouTube clips, I can think about what I was thinking back then and what kind of thoughts I had back then and what kind of experiences I had. If I did a travel vlog or something like that, then you know, looking back I can reminisce on those memories and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's why I started YouTube. I just want to entertain people. That's number one. I like the attention I get from making these videos, negative or positive, it doesn't matter. And the third part is, it's like a video history of what I was doing back 1 year ago, 3 years ago, and stuff like that. Wow. Why did I start making music? Well, to be more detailed, rapping. Why did I start rapping? Back when I was younger, I always used to sing. My aunt used to be in all these choirs and church choirs and all that kind of stuff. And I followed her to church and all that since I was very young, like 5 years old. So I was always singing somewhere on stage. I joined the school choir. I joined the missionary choir, the Korean missionary choir, something like that. I don't even remember that much. It was always something I enjoyed doing, but at one point my voice kind of totally changed. My voice was much higher and my high notes used to hit quite high and pretty solid, but ever since probably around year 12, my voice just completely cracked. It was just gone. It was like puberty, like part 2. It was just gone. I couldn't sing my notes anymore. Even my middle range right now, like all those started to shake a bit. It wasn't as clean as it used to be, and I kind of lost confidence in singing in general. So I was kind of like that for like a year or so in year 13, and I got to uni and I met a few people that made rap and made music in their spare time and stuff like that. Looking at that, it kind of sparked me and I was like, oh, rapping is really good because I can write my own stories, which I like doing, as explained in the YouTube part. I love keeping a record of my history. You're writing the lyrics based on what you're thinking at that point in time. It's kind of like a diary of some sort. Does that make sense? So that seemed like a really good, you know, source of memory book, extra source, because back then, this was like 5 years ago, 2014, I wasn't thinking of making YouTube clips or anything like that. So rapping was a nice way for me to express what I'm feeling, express my thoughts, and kind of share that around. So it was like just before the YouTube part pretty much. I don't know what people were thinking back in the days when they were listening to my rap and like liking my videos and liking my Soundcloud links. Like they weren't good, but people just liked it. Maybe because New Zealand is small and there's not that many people that makes music and publicly shares it out like that. You know, just like a normal person. I'm a normal person. I was a normal uni student and just sharing my music, and maybe there wasn't a lot of people who did that, which gained a lot of attention. But now it's a different story where people actually give me good feedback. People actually like my music. They DM me and be like, hey, your music's really great this time. I really like this. I really enjoyed listening to this. This one had good vibes. This one had good flow. I really love your new flow and stuff like that. I was touched by this lyrics. you know, stuff like that. So it's more meaningful now than before. Now it's not to grab attention, it's just for me to just keep going and just get better at rap and make good music to entertain people and kind of help people in any way possible, right? Music heals people. So why did I start using so much social media? So starting with Facebook and then Instagram, Snapchat, you know, nowadays I use a lot of Instagram than anything else, and possibly YouTube, if that is counted as social media, I don't know. But why do I like it so much? Same thing, as you would know by now, attention, gaining attention from other people. Yep, we covered that. Leaving like a history, like Instagram feeds. If you just scroll down people's Instagram, for some people it might not make sense, and sometimes when you're looking down an Instagram feed, you just don't know what this person's uploading for. Like, you look at a picture and be like, okay, I don't see anything special. It's not supposed to be special for you, rather it's special for the owner of the picture, the person who uploaded it. And that's like a timeline of pictures that brings back memories. And I really like that concept. It just really helps you stay focused on the route you're going on with your life and the journey you're going through. And it's a good time to have a scroll down sometimes every year or so and just reflect from what you were thinking about and what pictures you took and what kind of captions you put on it. Once again, it's like a baby album. Everything I'm talking about right now, music, YouTube, social media, they're all like baby albums. Someday you're just gonna look at it and be like, how stupid back then, this was pretty fun back then, this was really fun. You know, stuff like that. That's the kind of thing I really enjoy. Because, you know, we have all this technology, we have all this internet, social media for us to use, not to convey to other people, not to just entertain other people. Some people make private Instagram accounts because they don't want to show it to the wide public. They just want to show it to their close friends and mainly themselves. I don't know. Some people might do it just for the views and just for the likes, but for me, it's sure I like conveying a message in my pictures and my captions. Sure, that's all cool, but for me, it's for me. Everything is for me. YouTube, making music, and Instagram, social media in general, it's all for me. The number one priority is me. That's the important part. It's not my friends, it's not my best friend, it's not my family, it's me. When I look back into it, I need to feel something from it. I get the memory from when I uploaded it and stuff like that. I reflect on it and I can think about how I'm going to live my future based on my past reflections. So does that make any sense? Of course it does. It's me, Jack Choi. Anyways, I really appreciate it. If you were, you know, with me for the last 4 or 5 years of me doing a whole bunch of stuff, Twitch streams, Facebook live streams, you know, stuff like that. Does anyone remember that? It's a lot of fun stuff I did back in the days. Well, it was fun for me at least, you know. I got a lot of shit, but, you know, that's point of life. What's the point of life if you don't get a bit of shit for doing what you like to do? It is your life. You should do what you like to do, not what other people like to do. Wow. So, just talking about my future steps in YouTube and music and social media, I'll be continuing all three. As some of you might know, I stopped making music. Well, I stopped uploading music up on Soundcloud for the meanwhile. Right now I'm going through like a phase of reflecting from my past songs and my past lyrics and trying to upscale that a bit, and I'll try return within a year or two with better music, better flow, better rap, better lyrics, whatever. And possibly even my original song that is produced by me, I don't know. I'm looking at options right now, so if you can bear with me, it would be really great. What do you say that in English? 연구해. Research into how I can make better music, how I can entertain people more, how I can make people, you know, feel it more. Stuff like that. So that's with music. Social media, same old, I'll be just uploading pictures and stuff like that, posts that what I think of, what I think of this, what I think of that, my travel, my activities, whatever. I'll just be putting that up as always. nothing changed there. YouTube, the main reason I started YouTubing, I probably haven't mentioned this, is because it kind of gets me out of the house. Well, rather, when I'm thinking about content to record and, you know, make, I'm thinking of new things, because it's kind of boring if you have a mundane life, then you don't have much to, you know, showcase. So because I do want to live an interesting life and I want to share that with other people, first my life has to be interesting, and I need to get out more, or even in the house do something more interesting. So YouTube is kind of like a motivation for me to kind of change my life in a more active, proactive, kind of entertaining life, rather than just coming back home from work and gym and just watching YouTube clips or playing games or stuff like that. So I know I haven't been uploading too often. I'm just thinking of contents. I'll be getting through them real soon, and hopefully in the future I'll be uploading more frequently, or even if it's not more frequently, just more entertaining, you know, once a month kind of videos. I don't know. I have a bunch of, you know, I have a list written down of what I could be making in the future. So look forward to that. It'll be pretty interesting, and it'll hopefully entertain you in some way possible. And before you go, if you can thumbs up, subscribe, I don't know which one it is, and put a comment down below if you liked my video, and yeah, give me any content you want to see from me, and I'll think about it and add it to the list and kind of backlog it somewhere, and hopefully you'll see it someday. Alright, thank you.